What is going on? I am Anon Moose, also known as Zedmot. As you can see in the top left corner, in the top right-hand corner, you might notice we've got 1,000,000 diamonds. That means we are here for another sneak peek, millions of diamonds. This is the dev build account. This is not something you can download. It's not connected to the real game. It's incredibly boring, except for when making sneak peeks. Now, as you can see here, this is the Cryo Crab. For those of you who are unaware, this is all about cryoneers and cryo bombs. Not intentionally saying cryoneers in a wonky, weird way. We have got 10 statues of the purple and red variety fully boosted. We also have party hat villagers walking around. I've got all cryoneers loaded. We're going to do something a little bit different. If you've never watched or played a Mega Crab before, check the cards above. There is going to be full info for you, low levels and high levels, if you've managed to be underneath a rock for a while. We've got an incredibly full map, as you can see here. More importantly, we've got the Mega Crab sitting here. We are on stage 10. I have skipped forward to stage 10 because really those early stages, you guys don't need to see me doing that. What we're going to do is show you the boosts, though. This is the list of boosts. We've got all about Cryoneer speed. Not useful if you like using rifles, Zuka, Cryoneer Medic, but it has the opportunity to be a lot of fun. Now, we have done this in the past where I really like Cryoneer solos, and it's ridiculous and fun. I don't recommend anyone do it unless you want to have a little bit of extra fun. Now, as you can see here, we do have the Cryoneer Health Tribe, which is just going to add to, we've got the Cryoneer Speed, we've got the Cryoneer Health. Now, if only they would do something useful on their own. On their own, they're not super fantastic, but we're going to give it a shot. See if we can't try to take down a couple bases using Cryoneers only. We've already given you all the info you need. As far as the trophies, standard crab trophy levels are intact. You'll see those as we go along as well. So right here, stage 60 is diamond, 70 is legendary, standard issue. This new launch attack screen is fantastic. Let's just see Cosmic, OP Destroy, Chicken, everyone doing their own spin on things, doing their own sneak peeks. Couple names missing, but anyways, let's keep going. We're just gonna get rocking and rolling. We're gonna do stage 10. I'm basically gonna keep going until I don't solo a base, and then I'm gonna skip 10 levels at a time, maybe 5 levels at a time. We will see just how difficult this goes. Maybe we'll go from 5 straight to 20. Typically, right around level 18 is when things start to get a little bit hairy, but we're just going to skip past all that. Cryoneer Health Tribe definitely coming in handy. I think, maybe, not entirely sure. I don't often run with all Cryoneers towards the core, just going absolutely insane, but let's flare the core. Now, one thing to be aware of with Cryoneers is if you don't flare the core, they are going to run around like crazy people, which some of you might have noticed with Cryo Bombardiers. Cryo Bombardiers in warships have very similar strategies of what the heck they're going to do. As soon as that flare expires, they're going to look at something else. As you can see here, on their own, they look awesome with that complete and utter, like almost like fractal, with all of the cryos throwing ridiculous cryo beams. Now, just a reminder, the higher your level, the Cryoneer, the higher and the farther their beams go, which is kind of like Lasertron's light, super duper light Lasertrons. We're going to pause. I'll be back in just a second. We're going to go up to level 15. Okay, let's keep going. Stage 15, we lost a couple Cryoneers, as you saw there. We're going to diamond them because we've got 1,000,000 of them. Let's go no scout, straight in with all Cryoneers. I have no idea how long these troops will last, but the Cryo Bomb is incredibly useful for clearing mines, so do keep that in mind. Low levels, be aware that Cryo Bombs will kill your troops. They will just absolutely liquefy your troops. You may lose as a result. Cryo bombs, for whatever reason, do explode after the base has expired. So they intentionally moved flotsams so that flotsams don't explode after the base is done. But for whatever reason, cryo bombs still do keep going, which I'm not I'm not complaining. I'm just an observation. I really did like it when Flotsams exploded after the core. They nerfed them, but Cryo Bombs are still useful in the fact that they blow up and kill your troops after the fact. So just be aware. You can lose some troops. I don't recommend going all Cryoneers, but as you can see here, it's kind of working on the early stages. Clearly that's going to change at some point fairly soon, but they slow everything down. Very, very useful if you're a high level attacking and you've mixed in some rifles and some medics and some Zookas, as I said earlier, but just be aware they are going to be running very, very fast, so controlling your troops could get fairly difficult. We're going to throw some critters back there. Let's shock some rocket launchers just in case maybe our critters can get that shield gen down and save us a couple of minutes. Just look, see how anything that's in range, they completely and utterly forget what they're doing, and then they just keep moving away from where you want them to be. So be aware, if you're going to use all Cryoneers, they're probably going to frustrate you, and they're probably going to go blow something up that you didn't expect them to or want you to. So make sure you use a flare, but as soon as that flare expires, they're going to go attack the shiniest thing that's anywhere close to nearby. So fun, exciting troop. And in the last couple Cryo Crabs, I think there has been, this is the third now, I've managed to get some ridiculously fun solos with Cryoneers. I recommend it if you're just looking to kill time and have fun, but if you're looking to push, obviously it's a terrible idea. We're going to pause, come back with stage 20. Stage 20, chances of this actually going down, I gotta say, are very, very low. Obviously, if we had bullet, things might be a little bit different. Where the heck are the shield gens? Only 2 shield gens. Doom cannon will be a problem. There's also a microwaver next to it. You can tell things are starting to get serious because I'm starting to scout. Don't have a ton of GBE, as you saw there. We only have 4 GBE statues on this account. Whoa, what just happened? Don't bump the cable when recording. Yes, still using cables. What year is it? Anyways, let's keep going. We're going to try our darndest to get rid of all of this stuff. I think the chances are like 0. Anyways, just figured, you know what? Let's try and do something different. Everyone basically understands Mega Crab by now. A lot of you just tune in to get the stats. So I figured, you know what? Let's go a little bit off target, off kilter, whatever the heck you want to call it. Let's get all of our troops into here, see how fast these darn ladies are going to run. You know what? Then I'm going to show you their max speed as well, just because I think they're going to be insane, like crazy, crazy fast. And just because I can't solo a base doesn't mean that you guys don't want to see what's happening. So we're going to go like this. We're going to shock there. We're going to shock there. We're going to shock there. And then we're just going to go crazy with the Cheese Whiz and get all of our... Yeah, there's another song reference. I just can't stop doing that. We're going to keep shocking. We're going to keep going all of our Cryoneers. The thing about Cryoneers is you have no way of seeing what the heck is happening basically ever, because there's just so much frost coming off those things. It's sort of, it's a little bit much, but at the same time, I kind of love it. So we're going to keep throwing some GBE onto that Doom Cannon, because slowly but surely that Doom Cannon is going to win the war of attrition against us. Like, there's no doubt at all. Like, every single hit, it's killing at least one, probably more of our Cryoneer ladies. So we just need to get a little bit more gunboat energy here, and then we actually still have a chance of a solo. Like, I would have never guessed we get this close, but we came that close. Had I have gotten rid of that Doom Cannon at the very beginning of this attack, and I would have missed, if I didn't miss that artillery, we might have been able to solo this using all Cryoneers. Bad attack by me, but they're not super terrible. Like, they have a great purpose. They work fantastic with others, but on their own, they're not awesome, except for the fact that they kind of are, because those beams and the craziness that they throw off is kind of worth exploring if you have a spare account to do so. Obviously, this is the dev build. None of my attacks matter because they're not actually real attacks, but this is the stage 20 that you very likely will be seeing. There has been instances where that hasn't been the case, but for the most part, the dev build is the exact same Mega Crab. So I could, in theory, practice and get Yeah, not gonna happen. Not enjoyable whatsoever. You guys get to watch me do the Mega Crab. And the other thing is, on the dev build, it's not actually tied into the real game. So any gains you get on the actual dev build are not echoed in the real game. So for me, the Mega Crab is all about farming powder and having fun and sharing hits in my task force. None of that stuff is possible in the dev build. So not my cup of tea whatsoever. Anyways, let's keep these things going. We're going to keep these Cryoneers pounding away. I should be throwing all of my gunboat energy on these shields just to speed things up a little bit. And then, as I failed now, we're going to have a quick look at stage 30, then we'll have a quick look at stage 40, and then we'll just jump ahead, and I'll show you how ridiculously fast some of these ladies can move once you get a 200% boost. Just one more time in case you guys forgot to pause it. This is the list of boosts. Let's move that over into there a little bit, just so you can see the ridiculous Cryoneer action happening in behind. 200% speed boost later on in the Mega Crab, so that's going to be very, very fun. Assuming you use them. This is another one of those crabs that turns into just a traditional standard issue Mega Crab with Cryo Bombs. That's kind of the addition here, as you see some Cryoneers just running away randomly to attack something else. I already warned you about that, told you it was coming, and there's your proof. So I kind of like these crabs. These are terrible tribes for Mega Crab. They're terrible boosts as 2 more, 3, 4 more Cryoneers. You know what? Let's flare that headquarters, flare that core, because this is not going to be one of those crabs where people get to stage 237 or something like that. So this actually gives you, me, and everyone else the opportunity to play Mega Crab, play it well, and come somewhere close to the leaders without having to spend 27 hours attacking Mega Crab, which to me, those crabs just grind people down, and you see more people quit after those crazy tribes, crazy crabs than any other time in Boom Beach. So what we're going to do is we're just going to let these you see that? The flare expired. There goes one more Cryoneer off to find something else to do, going to find the shiniest thing that she can find. I'm just going to pause, and I'll come back in a second because I just can't do this. I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, we're back. Destroyed the headquarters. Things are good. Moving along to stage 30. I'm going to skip 25. I only went up by 5s there for a little bit, but let's just jump all the way up to stage 30. I'll be back in just a sec. So this is what stage 30 is going to look like, just for those of you who are curious. I don't think this helps you plan. You're going to look at this on your own. You're going to plan on your own. So we're going to skip ahead. Have a look at stage 40. One last quick look at stage 40, just because that is a tier that a lot of people are going to have to break through. So we're going to pause right about there. Nothing like a doorbell in the middle of your entire sneak peek. Sorry, we're going to pause. I'll be back in, again, a sec. I got to stop saying that. We'll be back in a sec. Okay, stage 60, as we showed there, here we go, 200% speed. Let's just confirm that, 200% Cryoneer speed. I gotta stop saying I'll be back in a sec because you guys, nothing happens, nothing changes for you guys, so a little bit awkward there. My apologies. Let me know in the comments if you think that's ridiculous or silly. I've never had doorbell ring in the middle of a sneak peek. This is stage 60. Now what we're going to try and do is I'm going to try to get rid of these 3 shields. It's going to be a straight shot from this beach. I don't know that Brick is going to make it, but I just want to see how ridiculously fast these things are, because Cryoneers are some of the fastest troops there are. I think Cosmic Duo did a whole troop Olympics, so he could probably tell you better as far as which troop is the fastest. I think Cryoneers are up there with Warriors, but with 200% troop speed, this is going to be absolutely silly and absolutely ridiculous, I think. I'm going to drop Brick first, just because it's going to give her a good chance to get to the starting line. Uh-oh, screwed that up a little bit. Now let's just get them running, see just how fast these ladies are. I feel like when you throw a flare, there's almost like a slight delay. Not terribly difficult to smoke, though, as you can see here. As we get farther away, things get more and more difficult, but not the end of the world. I mean, I threw in a couple extra smokes there just to keep them going. As you can see, Brick is not going to make it. I don't think there's a slim chance that Brick gets there, but look at that. She actually did. I'm kind of amazed. Brick managed to get there. And she's just doing brick-like things, giving out battle orders. Battle orders, not probably, actually, you know what? Probably is the best ability if you're going to use all Cryoneers, but realistically, no one's going to use all Cryoneers. So this sneak peek is just here to show you some stats and have a little bit of fun. Let me know if you like this style of sneak peek or if you'd like to see actual attacks, because the problem is anyone who is far into Mega Crab probably has Mega Crab statues, and if you have Mega Crab statues, you've probably done every single crab ever, so you don't really need this sneak peek to start with. So anyways, that is me smoking 200% Cryoneer speed ridiculousness. Hopefully this sneak peek helped you out in some way. If there is something you're looking for in future sneak peeks, do look at me collecting diamonds as I have a million of them. Ridiculous. Anyways, if this helped you out in some way, let me know. If there's something that's lacking that you'd like to see in future sneak peeks, do let me know in the comments. Otherwise, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that blah, blah, blah stuff. I'm Zedmont. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for spending the time to get this far into the video. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.